Buses. They're everywhere. But here's what most people don't realize. There's way more variety than you think. From the yellow school bus you rode as a kid to armored vehicles that protect world leaders. Buses come in 7 completely different types, each designed for a specific job. And today we're breaking down all 7. Let's go. Level 1, School Bus. Remember that yellow bus? It's actually one of the most engineered vehicles on the road, and not for the reason you think. The school bus is iconic, unmistakable, and that bright yellow color isn't just for looks, it's mandated by law because it's the most visible color on the road. But here's what's wild. School buses are built like tanks. They have reinforced steel frames, special seating designed to absorb impact, and they're one of the safest ways to transport people. In fact, your kid is statistically safer on a school bus than in a car with you driving. Crazy, right? School buses typically hold 72 to 90 passengers, run on diesel engines, and are designed for short-distance routes with frequent stops. They're not fast, they max out around 65 miles per hour, but they're reliable, durable, and built to last 12 to 15 years of daily use. Level 2, City Buses move millions of people every single day, and they're getting smarter, faster, and greener. The city bus is the workhorse of urban transportation. While school buses are built for safety, city buses are built for efficiency and capacity. City buses are bigger, faster, and designed for high-volume passenger turnover. They stop frequently, but they move quickly between stops. Modern city buses are increasingly electric, which means quieter rides, zero emissions, and lower operating costs. A typical city bus holds 40 to 60 seated passengers plus standing room for another 20 to 40 people. They're equipped with hydraulic doors, air suspension for a smooth ride, and increasingly, they have real-time GPS tracking and digital displays. The genius of city buses is that they're designed to move as many people as possible with minimal fuel consumption. Level 3. Shuttle bus. Shuttle buses are the unsung heroes connecting you from point A to point B, and they're everywhere. From airports to hotels to corporate campuses, the shuttle bus is the middle ground between school buses and city buses, smaller, more nimble, and designed for specific routes. Shuttle buses typically hold 20 to 35 passengers and are used for airport transfers, hotel shuttles, corporate campus transportation, and university routes. They're smaller than city buses, which means they can navigate tighter spaces and narrower streets. What makes shuttle buses special is their flexibility. They can run on fixed routes or on demand. Some are now autonomous or semi-autonomous, especially in controlled environments like airports and corporate campuses. They're also increasingly electric, making them perfect for short-distance, high-frequency routes. Level 4. Guided bus. Imagine the bus that drives itself on a track. It's not sci-fi. It's already operating in cities around the world. The guided bus is where buses get weird in a good way. Guided buses are vehicles that run on regular roads but are steered by a guide rail or wire embedded in the road. The concept is brilliant. You get the capacity and efficiency of a tram or light rail, but without the massive infrastructure cost of laying tracks. The bus follows a guide rail, which means it can't get stuck in traffic. It's incredibly precise, and it's automated. Guided buses have been used in cities like Paris, Adelaide, and Essen, Germany. They're particularly useful in congested urban areas, where you need the reliability of rail but the flexibility of a bus. The downside? They're expensive to install and maintain, and they're locked into their route. But for high-volume corridors, they're a game-changer. Level 5. Double-decker buses. Double-decker buses are iconic in London, but they're actually a brilliant solution to a simple problem. How do you move more people without making the bus wider? The double-decker bus uses 2 levels to double the capacity. It's simple geometry, but it's genius. Double-decker buses are common in the UK, Hong Kong, and other densely populated cities. By stacking passengers vertically instead of horizontally, you can move 100+ people in the same footprint as a single-deck bus that holds 60. The trade-off? They're taller, which limits where they can go. Low bridges, narrow streets, and tight turns become problems. But in cities designed around them, they're incredibly efficient. Modern double-deckers are equipped with air suspension, climate control, and increasingly electric powertrains. Level 6. Armored bus. These buses look normal on the outside, but they're built to protect the most important people on the planet, and they're way more sophisticated than you'd think. The armored bus is where buses get serious. Armored buses are used to transport government officials, dignitaries, and high-value individuals in hostile or high-risk environments. These aren't just regular buses with extra metal. They're engineered from the ground up with ballistic protection, reinforced frames, and specialized security features. The windows are bulletproof, the doors are reinforced, and the chassis is designed to withstand explosions. Armored buses are used by presidential details, military transport, and security agencies worldwide. They're incredibly expensive. We're talking $500,000 to $2 million per vehicle, and they're custom-built for specific security requirements. What's fascinating is the engineering. These buses need to be heavy enough to protect occupants, but light enough to actually move. They use advanced materials like composite armor and ballistic steel. Level 7 Sleeper Bus. Sleeper buses are the ultimate road trip vehicle. They're basically a hotel on wheels, and they're transforming long-distance travel in Asia and beyond. The sleeper bus is the bus for people who don't want to stop moving. Sleeper buses are common in Southeast Asia, India, and increasingly in other parts of the world. They're designed for long-distance travel, think 12, 18, or even 24-hour journeys. Instead of seats, they have bunk beds stacked 2 or 3 high. A sleeper bus can carry 40 to 50 people in sleeping berths, which means you can travel overnight and arrive refreshed. They're equipped with air conditioning, onboard toilets, and sometimes even Wi-Fi. Some luxury sleeper buses have individual reading lights, power outlets, and entertainment systems. The economics are brilliant. You save on hotel costs, you save on time, and you arrive ready to go. For budget travelers and long-distance commuters, sleeper buses are a game-changer. Outro 7 completely different buses, 7 completely different purposes. From the yellow school bus that got you to class, to the armored bus protecting world leaders, to the sleeper bus taking you across continents. Buses are way more diverse than most people realize. Each one is engineered for a specific job, and each one solves a different transportation problem. The next time you see a bus, you'll know exactly what it's built for. If you learned something new, hit that like button, subscribe for more deep dives into how the world actually works, and drop a comment telling me which bus type surprised you the most. Thanks for watching.